Hello, it's Ryan Tierney from Lean Made Simple, and today I'm in County Offaly in Ireland, and I'm here to check out Applied Concepts and check out their amazing lean tour. Do you ever run out of improvements? I would really like to have a look and see if we can maybe challenge the normal thinking. It's like something that's made in a Japanese factory. So I've got the opportunity to sit down with Kevin from Applied. Applied have been doing lean for about 2 years, Kevin?
Yeah,
roughly.
about two years now, yeah.
Kevin contacted me randomly one night. He sent me a WhatsApp. I didn't know who you were, I'd never heard of you before. But you sent me a video of your factory and I was absolutely blown away. What was it like before lean? Just chaos, was it?
Absolute chaos. Probably all started with bad design, poor quality. The culture was the big thing though. Really, the culture and running around with our hair on fire, do you know.
Yeah.
Customers asking us, do you know, what's wrong with this? Why is this not working?
Yeah.
But yeah, since we started the lean, we kind of just stop and fix, and it's just been a game changer.
And you actually stopped because you told me earlier that you stopped production for like 2 months to redesign some of the products. That must have been a...
Yeah, so I came in as... My background was to be a design engineer for 15 years before I came, and then I came here as a production manager.
Yeah.
And the first thing I did was I said, right, we'll stop production for 2 months. We're going to redesign all this stuff.
You absolutely stopped the factory.
Stopped everything. And it was a massive risk, a huge risk. But looking back now, it was the best thing we ever did.
Okay, so we really want to emphasise this point. This is the product that you were talking about, Kevin, earlier, where you stopped the entire factory for 2 months to redesign this product.
This product used to take 2 guys 4 weeks to fully assemble, but now we have it down to 1 day.
One day?
Yeah, we've designed it for assembly, and we've designed it for with our welders in mind. We've designed it for our painter in mind, and this whole assembly here would have been built inside the machine. It'd be like trying to put the engine of your car together inside the machine. Yes. Now we build this out on a table and we lift it in with the crane.
So it's designed for manufacture. I think it's the same, especially for our company. We say design is where waste is either created or destroyed. That's the source of where it all happens. So this is why I get so excited about lean. So they were only able to build 1 of these per month. Now they can build 30 per month. Okay, Sam, so you're head of sales here at Applied. What do you actually make? What do you do here?
So our main business is sandblasting machines, blasting machines, and air compressors, right? So blasting machines was how the company got started. Mark, our MD, would have welded the first pots themselves. 5-6 years ago, we started making our PTO compressor, mainly for the umbilical slurry market. All made here, County Offaly, Our steel comes down the road and we do everything in-house.
One of the most impressive things that I've seen so far is the humility that everybody has. I think one of the first things yourself and Mark said to me today was, give us feedback, tell us if you see anything, let us know.
Yeah.
And I think we've actually stumbled on something that's going to be massive, a massive improvement. Yeah. Do you want to talk a bit about that and what we've kind of come up with?
One of our waste that we're struggling with at the moment is we've 2 plants. So we've a plant here in Burr and we've another one 10 miles away.
There's some days you're travelling to the other plant like 3 and 4 times.
Yeah.
That's like half a day of your time just travelling.
Yeah. And it's all waste. Yeah. It could be, if we could get it in here, if we could connect all the processes together and remove the transport, it'd be game changer for...
Yeah. And this is happening live. We're just going to look at it as soon as we finish recording. Yeah. We think we've figured out a way, myself and Kevin, to bring the operations that are 10 miles away, bring them right here, so that the entire production facility is all in one place. Yeah. I'm getting excited even thinking about it. Okay, so we're at their second site. It's about 10 to 15 minutes away from the main plant. And to be honest, I think this is one of your biggest challenges, Kevin, is transportation between the 2 factories.
Yeah, absolutely, transportation, and also maybe the break in communication between the 2 plants is major. Like.
And probably two separate cultures as well. I would really like to have a look and see if we can maybe challenge the normal thinking and see if we can take it all into one site. Because whether we like it or not, all this stuff is waste. All the stuff on the racks, all the stuff sitting around, it's all waste. We don't like to accept that sometimes, but I'm just saying it how it is. Something I'm seeing here straight away is that the value adding processes are actually really small. So they're sandblasting in this container right behind me, and over in the other building they're doing powder coating. The powder coating booth is quite small, the sandblasting booth is quite small, but they've got this big massive building. So all I can see is waste. So Kevin, what's all this stuff sitting here on the racks?
So this is all inventory. A lot of parts that we're buying in and storing them. A lot of parts come from overseas. So this is where we're storing them at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not perfect.
Cardboard boxes, do you buy them from overseas as well?
No.
Yeah.
Mark bought them about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And they're nearly gone yellow now. That's why you pay hate. We have enough boxes there for 10 years.
Yeah.
Where we only need one pallet, I'd say.
Overproduction, buying too much stuff, making too much stuff is an absolute killer in most businesses. And this is an absolute prime example of it right here. So Kevin, I think, there's loads and loads of space here. The sandblasting and the powder coating that we were looking at earlier, I think it could all go here. I really do. People always think, but we need more room, we need more space, we need a greenfield site, we need to rent a bigger premises. I don't think you do. I think this would all, you could come up with some kind of building here and put the sandblasting here and the powder coating and keeps it all under one roof.
Probably what's holding us back maybe is we're talking about it too much.
Yeah.
We just need to a bit of action and
just
get
do
it
it
done.
If it was me, from the waste that I have seen today, travelling 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back, some days you're doing that 3-4 times.
Yeah.
I would do this in like a week. Like what day is this? It's Thursday. By next Thursday, I would have all this moved in. I really would.
Yeah.
You would save yourselves, I don't know how much, but loads and loads of money and time. So for anybody watching this video thinking, I love what Applied's doing, I love what Kevin has done, I would like some of that, I'm going to give you the key for how to get that to stick. And the key is to get buy-in from everybody in the organisation. You need buy-in from the company owners, from senior management, right through to everybody working on the factory floor. Kevin, I just want to ask you, how did you go about getting buy-in? Because it's not an easy thing to do, and it's where most people struggle, to be honest.
To build a culture is very difficult. When we started, the morning meetings was the big thing to start the culture, and I think we did one morning meeting every week for 18 weeks because we had 18 staff at that time, and we started off slow and we built it up gradually.
Yeah.
But in that 18 weeks, I think we lost a couple of guys, and these guys were brilliant workers, real good workers, probably came from construction, and so they're really well able to work and they wanted to put output, but they didn't want to stop and fix, they didn't want to change. We had to just say, look, this is kind of the negative part of creating a lean culture, but in the long run, it's best for the company.
And I have to admire that persistence as well, because a lot of people would start down the lean path and then get resistance or pushback, and then they kind of back off.
Yeah.
But you didn't do that because you knew that it was the right thing for the business.
I won't lie, there was times when I was like, am I doing the right thing here? Am I going to lose too many lads? Am I going to lose control of this whole thing?
Yeah.
But no, we had a good core group, which is good, and that's what really, really helped. And then buy-in from Mark and the humility of Mark, doing the lean improvements and getting down and sweeping the floor was major.
I'm sitting down here with Mark, the founder of Applied. Mark, thanks for having us today. I'm absolutely blown away, and I've only been here a few years. It's incredible what you've built here and what you've done. It really is.
We're absolutely delighted. We implemented lean. Kevin was the main driver of lean in the business.
Yeah.
I was a bit reluctant at the start when he initially spoke about lean and eventually got on board.
Yeah.
And to say it's transformed the business would be an understatement.
Yeah.
It's the best thing we've done for our business, and I'd recommend it to any business, no matter what size.
Yeah.
As you constantly say, lean is about developing your people, and it was about developing that culture and enhancing communication within the business.
So with Justin, how long have you worked here at Applied?
I've been here 3 years in
3 years.
September.
What do you think of lean when it was brought in, first of all?
I always liked the clean work area anyway.
Yeah.
To start with. Lean actually helped improve on that, so I did. You know, kind of at the start, it actually made the job a bit easier as well, so I did.
Just looking at all the improvements you've done, it's absolutely incredible. And this jig, does it spins, does it? So what does that allow you to do that it didn't before?
When you spin the jig, you can get in any position you want.
Yes.
Weld on the flat.
Yeah.
You're never welding uphill. You're never welding downhill.
Yeah.
It allows you to get in to spaces easier.
Yeah.
Like say here, so when you're welding here, it's easier getting the torch when it's turned like that.
Yes.
It's easier to get the torch here.
It's at a nice angle.
Exactly, rather than kneeling down trying to weld it.
And did you make all this yourselves in-house?
Yes, that was made in-house. That jig was designed by Kevin and made here as well.
Yeah. It's one of those things that makes your job easier, plus quality is better. You know, everybody wins, don't they?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. The quality really does go up.
And for somebody watching this, do you ever run out of improvements or run out of ideas?
No.
No?
No. There's always something.
So Tristan, I take it you enjoy working here. What's it like working at Applied?
Past jobs I've had, you wake up in the morning, you're not wanting to go to work.
Yeah.
You don't mind coming in here in the morning. You know, nearly look forward to it. So if you're coming in, the culture is good, the process is for everything.
So I'm just noticing straight away, you have everything really organised, it's all in aisles, everything's labelled. What was this like before?
Before, there was stuff everywhere, there was no labels and anything. If you wanted to find something, you'd have to be looking forever to actually find the part.
Yeah.
Everything now, you see all the aisles are labelled.
Yeah.
Each box has its own label on it. You got aisle 3, row 3, container 1. Same up, row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the containers across.
Yeah.
Our picking lists correspond to those numbers then. You don't have to check part numbers, descriptions, nothing, just location, go to it, pull the quantity you need, simple as that.
So you're thinking of the next person as well. If you're off for a day, somebody else can come up and find the part they need.
Makes it easy as possible,
So Tristan was just telling me a story there off camera, so we decided to turn the camera on again to capture this, because that's maybe the best story we've heard all day. What were you just telling me?
So when we pick picking lists for assembly, we have to go to each location in the store, pull the parts, and then all our stock is on an Excel file, and all the stock sheets I'd build up until the Friday. Every Friday I sit down for about 4 hours and I'd have to go through each number individually on the Excel sheet and change the numbers manually. Now I have it set up where I'm using macros in Excel. I'm clicking maybe 2-3 different buttons. I can remove all that stock in 5 to 10 minutes. So it's taken about a 4-hour task down to 5-10 minutes.
4 hours down to 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm really impressed by walking around today is the quality of your product. I'm sure quality has become a lot better since Lean as well. You know, the finish is world class. It's like something that's made in a Japanese factory, to be really honest.
And our customers see that. For example, we got an inquiry from Australia 3 weeks ago, and the Australian customer flew in last week for 3 days. Pardon the pun, but he was blown away by the quality. When I say blown away, I'm talking about air compressors. One of the reasons I think the quality is so good, obviously, is we've invested heavily in design. We've a great team in design, but it's down to those morning meetings, because the guys in fabrication, the guys in assembly are also listening to the sales guys speaking about where the machine is going and how important it is. And also, for example, going back to that Australian customer last week, he joined us for that morning meeting.
Right.
So he got to meet all the team. So when they're putting together a machine now, they know it's for him. They can put a face to the name, to the customer of that next machine.
Yeah, I love that, because I always say that Lean is the best sales tool you'll ever see, and it is. And when that Australian distributor or customers walking around your factory, they must be blown away. They couldn't not be. You know.
Again, when I first, Kevin was explaining to me about Lean and how it could transform the sales and marketing. I couldn't actually see 2 years ago how it could transform the sales and marketing, but absolutely it has. When customers come in here, they can see the quality firsthand. Where we were doing a lot more explaining and selling when a customer walked in and the place was disorganised. We were still producing quality product, but there's doubt in the customer's mind. That has gone with Lean. I can't overemphasise the importance of a morning meeting. If I was starting a new business in the morning,
the first thing I would do is I have a morning meeting. Don't care how small the business is. If you have 2 or 3 employees, a morning meeting. Otherwise, what happens is people operate in silos. They don't really know what's going on in the business. You're talking about waste within a company and how lean can eliminate waste. We had massive waste with our internal delivery driver. So my father Percy drives our van for us, and he does deliveries and pickups for us. We could have a situation whereby he could be sent to Cork by a sales guy to collect a machine, and afterwards Kevin, who's the production manager, could find out the next day he was in Cork and actually needed a part to be collected in Cork that day. So we're losing serious time and money on journeys like that, and he'd have to go again. Whereas in the morning meeting, everyone knows where he's going that day.
So I just want to do a quick walk around their factory and point out a few things that they're doing that I think is really, really good. One of the first things I've noticed here is they've got the names of all the delivery drivers, something they got from our factory, which is brilliant. They've got the bag holders up here to hold the plastic. It's right where it's needed when the product is going out. Brush holders on the wall. I love that. I love how organised all these stillages are. They've actually made this themselves. They made this trolley for strapping all their deliveries. And it looks so good, it could almost be a product. Moving on around here, I noticed some really good Gemba docks. So this is their vessel pressure testing area for ensuring their quality control before stuff goes to the customer. I also like all the artwork that's up on the wall, and it's something that I always encourage companies to do, is to connect the people on the shop floor with the customer. It's really good to see where the product is actually going and, you know, see the finished product being used on site. I really love that. So I also love all the visuals that they have and all the signage. The place looks really well. It's an environment where you would really like to work. It's very visually appealing. So I really want everybody to see this quote, because this is one of my favorite quotes. This was a screensaver on my phone for about 2 months one time. So it says, the more inventory a company has, the less likely they will have what they need. This has never been more true. Anybody that has loads of inventory in their factory, in their company, chances are you're going to struggle to find the stuff you actually need. So behind me, they're just loading up a big delivery for England to one of their distributors. It's, I think it's one of their biggest orders that they've got, so it's really nice to see. And you can see, even from here, you can see the quality, the finish on the paint, the quality of how they do everything is just really, really nice, and it's all down to lean principles. Since they started lean, their quality has really went through the roof, so there's so many benefits to lean. So I've just finished my tour here at Applied in County Offaly in Ireland, and I would encourage anybody that's interested in lean or interested in taking their lean journey to the next level to book a lean tour at Applied Concepts. You'll be blown away.